Hi, everybody. This is Blackout. I'm starting again now. I'm recording. This is a just off-the-cuff scope. I'm going to talk about Periscope. We'll see if someone shows up or if anybody does or not. I'm shaving while I'm scoping, so excuse me. It's an afternoon Peris shave or blab shave. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you for the props. That's Hannah, everybody. Parent Dome, come on in here, man. Come in. I've never actually talked to you face to face. Get on here. Get on. There should be a seat open. This is like my second blab, so I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I have actually bought a real shaver. I was using an app shaver before where it just does a virtual and you just rub your phone against your face, but I found that it did not get as smooth of a shave. It doesn't work. Yeah, it just puts a picture of a razor and it does vibrate. Like it does feel, but it's not as close. So I deleted the app. This is much better. Terrence Dome, what are you doing? Get in here. Oh, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Parent Dome. Oh, wait, I fucked up. Did I let you in or did I lock the seat? Hold on. I'll fix it. There we go. You should be on now soon. Hit okay. Wait. Now this is the first time I think we're actually on at the same time and it's not text to face or face to text. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm glad to finally see you face to face.
Yeah, man, I got so frustrated with Periscope that I'm going to Blab. Even though Blab only has like 5 people at a time, that currently is more than Periscope.
That's very true.
Periscope
it's very
is Peribroke. It's been broken for 4 to 5 days now. For me at least. For me. You know, and I've tried all my time zones, and generally if I go on at 4:30 to 5:30 a.m. or 6:30 to something p.m., I get 500 people easily, you know. And if I'm doing something funny, if I'm doing like Gladys, or that will blow up.
I know.
You know, if I'm not just doing this talking head thing, which I don't really like to do. I do them, that's my way of letting people know is if it's a horizontal scope, it's a widescreen, I'm going to do something creative. If it's this, I'm just babbling. That's been my way of discerning.
I picked that up on you some time ago. When you're using something theatrical, you go landscape. When you're just talking.
So for those of you who don't know, Parent Dome is on Periscope. One of the few people that I follow maybe 60 people. Out of those 60 people, I actually hop into the broadcast of maybe 10 or 20 of those people. Parent Dome being one of them, because he's one of the guys who is on Periscope doing the job that no one will do, dealing with what he doesn't like to call, but what we all call trolls. And trolls can be any. Now, this is not really the subject of this, but I want to explain what he does so you have a background. Trolls can be anything. They could be kids just wanting attention, and they could be scary freaking people masturbating to you. You have no idea what's going on. Or they could just be people just trying to bug you. They're all types and all forms. It's calmed down for me. Well, now there's no trolls because there's no people. So yeah, I don't have to worry about it because there's like no people. And now I'm just curious, Ryan, when you came in, did you get a notification or you just saw me in your list?
I didn't get the pop-up notification. Well, no, I take that back. I did get a notification.
You did get one.
Yes.
And you're on Android or Apple?
I'm on Android.
That's weird. That is so strange. So you're one of the people who are getting it, and like without giving away your location, like what area you're northeast, south, what kind of?
Yeah, I'm in the Mid-Atlantic. I'm south of you a bit.
Okay, so I'm New York. So you got mine. That's weird because most people told me, like the people who like to get involved, you have your regulars who always show up. I got a lot of emails like, oh, what happened? I didn't miss your scopes. You did this and I didn't see it. And I'm like, I don't know. It's not going out. I don't know. So some people it's just weird. It's like, but very few.
It's very weird. Because I've had to resort to sending out a tweet to let people know when I'm going on.
Here, take this. Get away from your Corona. Take that. It's coming through the phone. Take that.
I have not had any today.
This is brunch dinner for me. I am done with my work for the day. I've done my voiceovers. So this is my 5 o'clock is 2:45.
Well, after I drop my daughter's friend off from her home, then I will be joining you for sure.
We're getting some questions. I'm forgetting questions. I had no idea you moved to Blab. I didn't move to Blab. This is my second Blab. I've been on Blabs with like the big guys, Ryan and Alex Kahn and the social media guy. I've been on Blabs as a guest, which was very nice of them to pull me on because I was kind of frowned on as like the renegade guy who talks shit about, and they would not originally kind of have me in, but Khan did. Khan was the guy who kind of brought me into the circle of what people call the scope elitists. But they were actually pretty cool. I didn't feel like I was sitting like I was the odd one out. Yes, does Ryan run a business? Yes. Does Alex Kahn run businesses? Are they doing it for the business aspect? Yes, but we all have to make money. But the thing is, Alex Kahn really, like, if he thinks you're talented, he will really take the effort and put you out there. Half of my followers came because I mocked him like a joke. And I go, guys, we're going crazy here. And he played it back on his thing, and my followers went through the roof. And this is early. This is months and months ago. That, and when I did the impression of right after they featured Johnny Depp and he was all blasted, I went on as Johnny Depp. Now my followers knew it was me, but a good 70% of the people were like, Johnny, what are you? I'm like, I don't know. I was just mumbling and smoking cigarettes. And I stayed on a good 45 minutes, and it's hysterical. It's in the catch replays, guys.
It's hysterical.
It is really funny. So let's see. I first saw Ryan last night on Blab, and now I see my former high school classmate. I went to who is this? I supposedly are you seeing these comments too?
Yeah, I am.
I wasn't
April
following you. April. Oh, April. Okay. April. Okay. I know April. April. Wow. WKPX. Jesus Christ, April. I might have to mute you. You can give away secrets about me. Oh my God. She goes back to my first origins of Blackout. I was on a high school radio station, WKPX. It's okay. I'm just kidding. Whoa. I lost you. I lost Parent Dome. Where'd you go? He's back. Hold on. April, you want to come on? Do you want to come on, April?
Weird. That was.
There's an open seat. Come on. Blab is all about like talking. It's not about like being showy and having 1,000 people. Here she comes.
I have my crazy child running around in the background.
Creepy children? What did you say?
Crazy child.
Oh. I was gonna be.
So were you asking me questions last night, April, that I was not aware of?
No, I was the one who told you there was a possible troll in the room, and you went off from there.
See, this is funny. Again, two connections that I would have no idea that you two would already know each other. Now, do you know Ryan through my sharing, or do you know him independently?
I just saw him for the first time last night.
And you went in of your own, or was it a share I did?
No, I just went in on my own.
See? Look at the crazy synchronicity. It wasn't even my share.
That's really crazy.
Nuts.
What's your boy's name, bro?
Morgan.
Oregon?
We call him.
Hi, Oregon. Do you have a
Is Morgan exposed to the evils of the internet yet? Morgan doesn't have his own iPad yet, right?
He does.
Oh, no. It's all over. Morgan, have a Heineken. That'll quiet him down. Here, put this in his baba.
But he plays Minecraft, right?
No, he doesn't actually even use the iPad. He'd rather watch.
I don't get Minecraft, and I'll tell you, I do like games, and occasionally to wind down, I will play games. I don't have the time, obviously, to sit there and play games like these people do where they're on there for hours. But I do like to wind down, and I'll pop on Xbox. And it's funny, my Xbox is my old real name. I swapped names and made Blackout first and Michael Biggins second, but I'm on Xbox as Michael Biggins because I was supposed to do a deal with them and do a show. They could be doing a Periscope Live type thing. I don't know why they're not. They have the interactivity. They have the backbone. They have an amazing Xbox Live. You are playing a game. The communication level and interactivity is so fast. It's not like Periscope where you get that latency issue and sometimes it could be 20, 30 seconds behind. That's the problem is they created it. I think they created it to handle like 20 people. And now it's like, it's going back to that. Like it's only handling what they originally created it to handle. It's like when Ellen goes on and there's 10,000 people. And it was interesting. I was in his scope. I can't remember his name, but he's in a company called Red 5. And they are the guys who program this stuff. And they understand how Blab works. Like, how is Blab keeping us all in sync yet on Periscope? Forget it. Why hasn't Periscope introduced this? What Alex Kahn does is he takes his phone and he aims the damn thing at this, so that we get the 4 squares on. It's a rig, it's a hack, it's a workaround, but it works and people watch it. I mean, I got a lot of follows last time. I'm like, why am I getting so many follows? I don't understand it. They went up from like 100,000. Again, it doesn't matter because they're not being sent out, but it went up by just a couple hundred. I'm like, what did I do? And it was because Alex actually was periscoping the Blab. There weren't that many people in the Blab. There were 100. Blab doesn't get the numbers that Periscope gets. Or Periscope used to get. Or Periscope used to get when it worked. But this interactivity needs to be brought to Periscope. At least one. Maybe not the 4. But at least like a split screen. But he was explaining that because the old way they programmed it, it's so poorly programmed that as soon as they introduced that second screen, it would double the problems. Think of the problems we're already having.
It's kind of like with Cameo. They're going to be doing that. Periscope, they're going to do something like the Meerkat Cameo, bring you in for a minute, and then you can bop out.
I've been saying that for 4 months now, and this last update, actually, I wish I didn't install it. This last update, all I notice is a slightly different chat, and since I've installed it, I get no one. I go on any time of the day. Matter of fact, it's even said 0, and then people are talking, yet it says 0. So something is screwy. Something's screwy.
No. No. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know. I did go on a rant, so maybe I pissed off some devs and they're just quieting me for a little bit.
I'm reading.
I'm like, okay, so let's see. Periscope, like 1 out of 10 times on Android, like you get on and it works. For me, at least, I'll go on, doesn't work, or it's all blocky. It looks like Minecraft. Because I'll watch when I'm home. At least I get to watch on another monitor. I'm like, no, not working. And I've got total bandwidth. I've got all the bandwidth in the world. It seems to always work better when you use your phone's bandwidth. It doesn't like routers, but it does like wireless AC. That will clear it up. That cleared up. I had a lot of problems initially where you would go into my scopes and it would be like, hey, how you doing? And just freeze.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And people would be like, oh, I can't. And you don't see that. That's what's annoying. You see yourself as if it's working. So people are like, you're freezing. And then the other issue would be that sometimes it's working perfectly and it's freezing on their end. And since you're so confused, since you don't know, unless you have another tablet running it, which now I always do pretty much if I'm at home, I'll run another phone or another tablet. And that's how I know it's broken, because my other account, it's completely separate. Not the characters. Like I have a Trumpet Dino Pup. I have the Thrice Great Okapi. I have Gladys. I'll have my own characters pop into my scope as a joke and say things, talk to me, my own characters, like a Phil Hendry bit. And but then I have a separate things that I don't tell people that are just my monitoring accounts that I come in. Right. They're different. They're not even connected because like Periscope knows if you just go and you switch your Twitter and you come back in, those hearts don't count. So I can't I can't heart myself from any of my other accounts that I switch. If I come in and I start tapping away, I can talk and I can heart and it'll look nice, but they don't add to your hearts. They removed what we would call heart masturbation. It's not allowed, which is a good thing. I think that's a good thing. Otherwise, people would buy 10 phones and sit there and just, hire people. Hire people to sit there and just do this all day. Anyway, I've been talking a lot. Why don't you guys take the floor and talk? Because this is all going to be replay. This is all going to be a big fat replay.
Did you have it?
I can't hear over my son yelling. That's
here. I told you. Here's another one. Give that to the boy. He'll quiet down.
He's got autism, so he makes all these noises to self-calm, but it makes me crazy.
So where are you, April?
I'm in Knoxville.
Knoxville, okay. Yeah, my wife works with
Tennessee? Where's Knoxville?
Yeah, in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay, it is Tennessee.
Where did you say your wife?
My wife works with autistic children.
Oh, okay. Well, we need to get her on Blab then.
No, she's top secret. He hides her in an underground GIMP castle. He's got like a fortress. He like Minecraft, but he built a real life version, and it goes down and it protects when the monsters and the black trucks come out at night. They can't get in. He's got a castle.
It's very true. She tried to watch me on Periscope, and I blocked her.
I think that was one of the first few ones I saw of you. Was I'd seen a couple before, but I hadn't participated. I was just like, what's this guy about? And I came in, and you were like having a heart attack. You're like, the black trucks are at my door. I will defend myself. I've got the shotgun. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, that was when I'm like, all right, this and that you started speaking. I knew that we vibe because you were speaking about your rights. Like it's so funny. It's like I don't own a gun. I can't. I'm in New York. I probably would, but not out of like liking guns, but out of the police state has gotten crazy, and I just think the Second Amendment is there for a reason. Yes. And so. I really, when I saw that scope, I kind of got your vibe that you are not a, Democrat or Republican, but a constitutionalist, which is a rare thing. People will say I'm a libertarian, and automatically that throws you into a thing. Oh, he's a libertarian. People misinterpret that word, but constitutionalist, you really can't misinterpret that. It means that you believe in the ideas that were said. Now it's not perfect, but it's damn good. It's not perfect, but we're so off of that. God, I'm so off topic.
Yeah, that's ADD.
That's the nature of having people on though too, and just talking. So, and plus there's 11 people popped in and out, and there's just the three of us. So this is going to be a replay. But again, for those of you who are wondering why I haven't blabbed, before I jump into something, I like to know, okay, how does it tick? How does it work? Why are people using it? I do like this. I've done this before, but I just called it Skype business call.
Blackout. Michael, you can use Blab and have different characters in different windows because you have multiple accounts.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
With your creativity in this platform, using things like CamTwist or OBS, you will have a heyday in here.
Yeah.
Your creativity can shine in here more so than it can in Periscope, even though it's still the four.
Even the biggest ones don't get more than 100 people at a time. To me, that's such a low audience. Even if I go book a dinky theater in 42nd Street and I don't promote it, and I just go on and do a one-man show for a half an hour to 45 minutes off the cuff, I get 200 people. And it's like to go on to social media where it should be so easy if you have talent, if you have the ability to quick switch, to just flow. A lot of people are just terrified to hit that button and go on there like, oh, what do I say? What do I do? To me, it says natural breathing.
What are you wanting to use the platform for you? What's your ultimate goal?
Well, I mean, I really saw Periscope in the beginning. I was very optimistic, and I'm like, this can be the new TV. My best scopes, I sample them to 2K and YouTube them, and they're really funny. If you go to blackout.com, you'll see probably the second thing on it is my best, the funniest ones, and they've been upscaled with the hearts, with the exactly as they look. They're not Catch, because Catch is a broken mess. I like the guys at Catch, but it's a broken mess. It doesn't even work on the phone. That's the whole thing, is that Periscope is on the phone and Catch crashes on the phone. Sorry, Catch. I love you guys, but you got to make a fix. They're the one people that they need an app. Like Catch, if you made an app, I download the app. Everyone else, I'm deleting your apps. Yes, you and you and you. I'm deleting your apps. I've deleted. That's what I did today. I deleted all the apps on my phone. I have my screen is empty. There's like 5 things. It's empty. I love it. It's just empty, and my phone's fast, and my router's not leaking data to 90,000 companies that are downloading and things 24 hours a day. You know, and I knew this. I knew this when I was installing it, but I was like, I don't fucking care. I need my ticket. Let me get the convenience of JetBlue. JetBlue was crazy. That app was like, you know, what's funny is that JetBlue was very cool as far as the plane, the price, the service, everything else was cool. They actually, I tweeted, I was able to do an hour scope from 37,000 feet in the air, and it stayed. They have something called Fly.
Yeah.
No one did that.
That's
Howie Mandel tried. He was on 5 minutes, and it broke.
Howie Mandel was so boring. He let me down on his Periscopes.
Yeah, well, Periscope is a weird thing because Periscope, you get on it, and it's almost like a drug. It's a rush, and it gives you some high. You're like, look at this. There's people around the world, and they're seeing me and talking back to me. And when that wears out, you got to go back to your basic talent and skills and communication skills. And, you know, it's just the same thing. Like I would get a new TV show, and it's all exciting, and it's a new set, and it's a new – and again, I'm a B or C lister. I have not hit fame. I mean, I'm in these schlocky movies that go to Sundance. Sundance was horrible this year, by the way. Another one. Sorry, Sundance. You sucked this year. I don't care. It's in the replays. These are things that the people who play the game won't say. The people who play the game, who are in positions where they've got kind of contracts with these people, they can't say it. I don't care. Like, well, Ryan actually, I like Ryan. I used to not like Ryan. I'm starting to like Ryan Abel because last night he was on Blab and he was like, well, what do you think about Blab? Is it going to take over? He's like, well, Blab is kind of sucking. I shouldn't really say that on Blab. And I appreciate that. It's like, just be yourself. Now, I realize he's got a company, he's promoting company. So, you know, he's got contracts where he's got allowed to say this and not allowed to say that. I get it. I don't get myself too deep into those sticky situations. If I do anything, I always word it that it's a private for hire, not a contract agreement. It's like a private agreement, a person-to-person agreement rather than a contract, which is under commerce law. But that could be a whole nother 20-hour scope. We're not even going to go there.
Believe it or not, that is a very important topic that people have no idea of what you just
said. One day. Me and you, let's schedule one. Let's figure out a time, and we should do like a, the current Black Laws dictionary and what the current monetary system is, because most people don't know. They have no clue.
You would have to do that offline. Because that's going to be
how I get paid. This is how I get paid. This is money, people. This is money. This is silver. The other
have the same thing,
and no one's going to understand. People are going to go, "What is that nut talking about? He's getting paid in coins. What is he, in a castle in 1855? Hello, I'm the king.
Yes, it's called fiat.
What he's holding is worth less and less and less. What I am holding, and also notice, do you have a dollar, Ryan? Do you have a dollar? Hold up.
Right.
Hold up the eagle on your dollar. We'll just do a quick look at the eagle here, and notice that the eagle is protected by a shield, and that above the eagle is almost my logo. The stars go up. They go up in a growth pattern. Now, if you look at a dollar bill, the eagle is behind a ownership herald flag of a king, not a shield, and it has the pyramid going down. The eye, meaning this is freedom and security. Money is control and slavery, or excuse me, currency. But anyway, that's another topic. That's all. We can spend 2 through 3 hours on that.
Wait a minute, where's this one?
Oh wait, yeah, he's looking for his dollar. Hello,
at the very top.
Someone welcome. Someone's first day on Blab. Welcome, person. First day on Blab. How you doing? Paula. Hi, Paula.
Paula is an egg.
So,
okay. Eggs are okay here. The eggs are just...
How did you find my Blab last night?
Hold on. I have, just in case the egg gets out of hand.
I don't remember. I usually just look at what's scheduled, or I just look at the topics, and if it grabs me, then I go in.
So do you when you go on, do you go to your list to the left of like people that your list of replays, or do you go to the world map view? What do you see for? I go to my list.
Are you? Well, I do it from my computer. So when I open it up, I see just all the.
Why are you doing it from? Why do you do it from your computer? Then you can't talk. Then you can't interact.
I can't do anything.
She's talking about Blab.
Oh, Blab. I'm talking about Periscope.
Oh, I uninstalled Periscope.
Oh, okay. So you know him through Blab. I was getting confused. You know Ryan Parent Dome from Blab, not from Periscope. Yeah. Okay.
Because I do a lot on Blab. So I probably have 60 broadcasts on Blab. I have 600 on Periscope. And then she saw me when I was doing a simulcast, which was Periscope, Blab, and Nissan Communications.
Jesus.
So I have.
How many followers do you have? How many? Oh, it says you have a poor internet signal. Here. I'm sending you blackout power bar.
He has 386 followers on here.
He's only got one. Give April some props. She needs some people props. So instead of hearts, we have the little floating bubble, little head bubbles, which I think is kind of funny. Which is interesting. So how many people do you have? You have 800? I have like 107, and I've never done it. This is my second time trying to do a Blab, and again doing it at a very awkward time. Blabs, what would you say is peak time to try and do a Blab, Ryan?
It's at night. It's anywhere from 6 until 11. Because as you point out, blackout during the day, it's the coaches coaching the coaches how to coach.
Yeah, I know.
That's during the day.
I saw there's this one lady, I had to delete her because I don't know how she was getting. I don't know how they choose who gets on the main screen. Like if you just go to Blab IM, it's not the top watchers, but there was a kid on there. I swear to God, there was a kid on there, some little snitty 18-year-old kid, and people are just calling in, and he's just going, fuck you, stupid. You know, every curse and hanging up, but he's got control of the main page. Chris something. Yeah, and I'm typing, dude, calm down with the Adderall and just chill out. You're obviously and I joke you not, I called it right because he goes, fuck you, blackout, I'll do, and he pulls out his thing of Adderall and snorts some more live on Blab. And
so if there was an intervention with him, they called him out because he's been on Blab for a while and he's been very disruptive. And there was an intervention with him on Tuesday. And I don't think he's on Blab for a while.
Pull him away. That kid, I went in and now I was very careful. I went in and I'm in one of those replays and I'm like, you might want to calm down. He's like, all right, Blackout's cool, but this other lady's a freaking bitch. She's a bitch. I mean, I'm like, dude, lay off the Adderall. And I was joking, but I kind of had the feeling that he was on something like cocaine or something. And he's like, no, I won't lay off. And he takes his bottle of pills and he shakes it and he starts pop. I'm like, oh God, oh no.
Yeah, he's really sad. It's really sad. That happens more than you know.
Well, he literally, what I was witnessing was the psychopath mentality, but in a 17 or 18-year-old. He literally was replaying a scene from Wall Street, or what was the movie that just came out? Not just came out, but a year ago with, it's basically Wall Street again, but with DiCaprio. What was that movie?
Wall Street.
The Wolf. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
It's pretty good, but it's pretty much, again, displaying the psychopathic tendency that business people who are going for cash, like the kid aimed his phone at, or aimed his computer or whatever he was on with at, oh my God, a widescreen TV. And he goes, look at me, I'm rolling in it. Do you have a $2,000 TV? And I'm like, dude, is that your values? That's where your values are at? And it's like, literally, it's like he was masturbating to his TV.
Yeah.
While on Adderall. And a couple people were coming in going, but he somehow had control of the main screen. I don't know how that happened.
He was the host. Yeah, he was the host.
Right, but like what is the metric or the algorithm? Is it random that puts a scope onto the main screen?
There's sometimes you only see two people in there, and yet it's at the top.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's like why was this kid at the top when he obviously, like, it should be maybe like, you know, Periscope with your hearts. What they do is they'll put you up in the list, the world list. At least it used to. I don't know what it's doing now. And it gets you into filled broadcasts. Like, I have almost 40 million hearts, not to brag, but when I do mostly comedy, the hearts flow. When I do a serious talk, it's funny. Sometimes people will be so into it that they won't tap. And it's not because they don't like it, but they're engaged in what you're saying. They don't want to be wasting their time tapping the phone. Yeah. But I got a lot when I was doing the Johnny Depp, when I do Gladys, it's a rainbow. And I noticed after you get past 10 million hearts, I never get broadcast too full. Never. I can go into any broadcast. It can have 100, 200, 5,000.
You have more replay viewers than you have anything else. You're not going for the live.
But that didn't used to be the case. I used to go on, and if I did put prank call, #prank, 4,000 live in some of my original ones. The one where I am calling as Gladys and I'm smashing shit. I don't know if you saw that one, but I'm calling back one of those Indian scam companies. That had so many people live, and the replays and the live, it was up there with, you know, when Amanda Oleander was popular. She's not popular anymore. You'll notice even her scope's 50 people, 13. I went in 13 people. I'm not going to start. I'm stopping myself. Amanda Oleander.
So maybe because it's getting saturated with nonsense, people don't know where to go.
Yes.
Because it is absolutely saturated.
The hearts and the followers should still count for that, because there's a lot of nonsense, but their followers are always under 1,000. Maybe they get to 2,000 or something because they do some stunt. It's funny, even the guys who were featured, okay, like the guy, they had GoPro Day where everyone was going on with GoPro. Okay, like the guy who did a really cool skiing thing got 145,000 views, but only 2,000 followers. He was at 1,000 and only 2,000. So it shows you people think it's a novelty. They don't care to see it again. If they cared to see it again, they would have. He didn't get a lot of subscribers. Some people go on, they get featured, and they get a load. But you know what Periscope chooses to feature, for the most part, sucks. You notice that? I mean, that skiing thing was cool, but again, it's not interactive. Just post it to YouTube. Here goes the phone. It's in my pocket. Okay, it's cool.
I got to tell you what happened to me last week. I got featured live last week for one of my broadcasts.
Like, really?
And
they put you
I was at
the top of the Periscope list? So you should have
right.
like
So
a
what
million
happened?
people.
Here's what happened. So my broadcast, I had 100 people.
And what did they label?
Then it went up. I don't know. I didn't see it. I just saw the repercussion of it. So I went from 100 people. Well, I was like around 35 people, then 100 people, then I was at 500 people in the matter of 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And my comment feed, my comment string
starts going crazy.
was all the inappropriate stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to say, here's my terms of service, here's my terms of service, and I'm like, I can't block fast enough.
No, with that,
then it went up to
roll with it. If you get featured or you get a lot of people, I don't worry about the trolls because they're gone so fast anyway.
I don't want those people. I don't want those people in my message. I don't want them in my broadcast. I sure as heck don't want them following me.
Right.
So,
but you can go after, get rid of all of them, and then your positive message. Because it's like, I think you being featured is good because I think a lot of people don't know about you, and I think a lot of people are looking for that. And when people do find you, you help out a lot of people. So what they do,
I agree with that, and I may have handled it incorrectly, which based upon what your feedback is, I probably did. Because I couldn't handle, I had about 25 minor children in my broadcast when I started. Right. So with all those minors, then I was getting all of this nasty, vulgar stuff.
You get the thing that, you are the scary guy, and you're using this pretense of being a parent guy to actually lure people into your trap. Yes, I know. Which he is not, people. So, anyone who's saying that, you're a dildo.
People that go through my archive will figure that out on their own, but
people don't take time. That's the thing. We're in the one-click society. If they can't do it in one click, they're not going to do it. It's unfortunate. Like, there's a few people who really you'll do it. Con will research you. There's a few people who dig and they'll take a look at you, and that's how I got onto their blabs. They're like, "Who is this blackout guy? He's disrupting." Then they looked me up and Googled, so I have 19 freaking years of history of streaming. Oh, let's pull him in now. Let's, they're like, he's legit. He's not just trying to, because some people will just pop into scopes. They won't participate. They're just trying to. And I don't want to shit talk people, but the Indian guy who's like the guru creative artist guy with the beard.
Armit Singh.
Yeah, like
Armit Singh.
I mean, I don't want to shit talk people, but he came off with such an air of pompousness at Summit, and I noticed he plays the game. He just pops into every high person's scope and goes, yes, and then he's out. He contributes nothing. He'll say one thing that's positive and contributing, and that's game playing. That's gaming. And I get it. I do that to a degree, but I'm like, if I'm gonna hop around, some days I won't even go on. I'm like, I'm gonna hop around and just see what's going on. But I'll engage and actually stay for a few minutes. I won't just go back out here. I'm the best spy. That's stupid. And a lot of people do that. I know. I
totally know it. You don't Periscope at all. You're just on Blab.
That's funny. It almost looks like a game I did with Max Ryan, because she just went she just made and then the sound that came was like, it looked like you were making that sound.
Charlene Johnson. Do you know Charlene Johnson on Blab? Oh, yeah, Charlene Long. I'm sorry, Charlene Long.
Yeah, she was actually the first person that I met on here.
She's got 2.
Talk amongst yourselves. I need to get more brunch in her. It's 2 silver coins for a Heineken. They're $30.
I'm trying to find my earbuds, but they have disappeared. I don't know why my live streams are so choppy.
On your end or our end?
If I don't mute myself, then you break up. As soon as I mute myself, you sound okay. So it must be coming from me.
Well, I'm usually not on mobile on Blab, so it's probably me, not you.
Gotcha.
Well, I've noticed I don't need. I'm on a Surface Book Pro, and it's got that automatic feedback kill feature. So do you hear echo when I'm talking?
You sound perfect.
Yeah, and I got no headphones. I don't like that. Like, those are old days. I don't like to plug in headphones and be attached to crap. I want free movement. I want to be able to have my axe. You know, should I need to chop some trees or just, mass kill people, I want to be able to do that while having a Heineken. Ryan, did you see my scope, Peribroke? Did you see my scope where I just walked around New York like this?
I didn't get that one yet. I didn't get to that replay yet. I'm back up.
I talk about how New York.
I saw it,
and I'm like, in any other state, if I was to walk around at night like this, I'd be arrested. But in New York, and I went in the middle of the street. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a terrible film, but it's pretty funny. It's Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yes, it was great.
It's great, but it didn't do well. It kind of bombed. So the villain goes, "Hello, I am here with an axe, and I'm going to kill people. Anyone?" So I basically did that, and there was nothing. And no, it's a plastic axe. It's cheap. So, and I went into his store, and they know me at the store, but they played along. But a couple people started freaking out, like, "What the fuck is this guy?" People who just popped into the scope, and I'm like, "I'm just an axe murderer, just killing people in New York. That's what I do. How you doing? How you doing?" And I'm like, and I'm also.
I love you going into your store. I absolutely love the guys in your store. They are so fun.
They are great. It's funny because they think that I'm mocking Indians, and that people who don't get that I go there like probably once or twice a week. I do a store scope, and I make fun. Me and Manny have we have like an Abbott Costello thing going. He's like, "Oh, you're this," and I'm like, "Oh, look at you with the steroids, mister," because he's he's a straight kid. He's got a girlfriend, but he does these poses that look so homoerotic. It's like, dude, who are you trying to attract? We jostle each other. And so I'm like, "Oh, you're going to be in Playgirl today. It's going to be great." He's like, and he can't speak perfect English yet. And I'm playing with him, and we play, but it looks like I'm being cruel. And I have to explain to the people, guys, this is a long-running friendship joke, just like with you and the Coronas. It's like it's just a long-running inside joke. And if you watched more than one scope, you would get it.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you, your participation in my last Periscope was really cool. I really appreciated that. I think it was the one before.
What were you talking about? You were talking about the oh God, I came in right off of my rant about apps, right?
You did. You were you, and you used Leet speak, which is totally fine by me because kids don't understand Leet speak. And it was really good. It was affirming and jabbing at the same time. Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, no, I think that was what I was supposed to speak at Summit, and now they're regretting that they didn't allow me. Like, they wrote me like privately, like, it's like they're kind of, not that they're regretting, but they're like, we should have let them go, because there was a comedy panel, and from what I heard, it was lame. As I didn't go on the day. Summit to me was like Disney World, where you go for a day, you're exhausted, and you need a day off, and then you go for a day. So I only really went 2 out of the 4 days, and the other 2 days I just hung out with cool people that I met, and we went around. And then the last days, I had friends coming from LA, and I was really sick because I got poured on, just poured. I got all this shit. I got cameras, 3D cameras, steady cams, all sorts of gadgets and who's it's whatnots. I look like Dr. Seuss, and Dr. Seuss meets Willy Wonka. And people are like, "What the fuck is he doing?" And that's the day that I got attention, was the last day. I got the big dogs because at first they were kind of keeping their distance from me, and everyone knew me because they knew the hat. So they're like, "Oh shit, Blackout is actually here. Is he gonna fucking disrupt? Is he gonna cause some kid?" Because people were telling me, I was getting a lot of private messages. Just fucking run up, take the stage, and just do Gladys. Like, fuck all of you stupid marketers. Did we lose you? She went away. That was Allison. Thank you for joining, Allison. If it blew up and you feel free to come back, or anyone else, all 5 of you, feel free to pop in. It's open conversation. We're talking. We started with Periscope is not free. I'm here with Parent Dome. He is another fellow scoper and blabber, much more blabber than me, and he protects people from trolls, predators, nasties. And he tries to actually do it through kindness, not through hate. I don't have his patience. I just cut the arm off. He's got I'm the trollinator. Come on, bring it, trolls. Slow motion.
I have to go bounce because I have to take a kid home. And then maybe I'll be back. So let me go take the young kid home, and I'll be back.
All right, man. Thanks for being on. It's fun to finally talk to you, screen to screen. All right, man. Peace out. Cheers. That was Parent Dome, everybody. If you're not following him on Blab or on Periscope, I would highly recommend that you do. Feel free to come in. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, cool. Feel free to come in. I don't like that this thing doesn't record the it doesn't record the what the hell am I looking for? I froze. It doesn't record the chat. Like, I would like to play it back and see the chat played. I would think that would be cool. But it doesn't do that. Hold on, I'm gonna do a post. So I posted that on my personal page, and then let's do another tweet. What's up, Christopher? Oh, sorry, I'm shaking my camera. How you doing? Welcome. So, guys, this is like my second blab. Not expecting much. Just kind of doing it to test. And talking about Periscope, how it's broken. It's not been working for me for 4 days. Notifications don't go out. And a lot of people are complaining. It's not just me. A lot of the big Periscopers, dude, nice hat and shades. I have a set of those Oaks. Thank you, FD Christopher. If you want to come in, FD, or anybody, feel free to hop in. It's totally open, and feel free to come on in. Yeah, this hat, these colors are fire department. Cool. See, now the fire department is a government agency, or is it a government agency that I actually like? You don't fear firefighters. You know, you're in your car, cop cars around, and even if you're doing nothing, you're like, oh God, are they going to pull me over for some bullshit, trivial crap? But you see a firefighter, you never have that feeling, that anti-government kind of like, get out of my ass feeling that you have when you see too many cops around or too many. I dance in the devil's playground. What is that supposed to be? Oh, okay. I guess you're in fire. Yes, he's in fire. He dances in the devil's playground. Everybody say hello to Magi. Magi, say hello. Magi, what are you doing? What are you doing there? Magi is going after all of my props and gadgets, of which I have many. Yes, that's Magi. Magi, the world's most expensive dog. So where was I? I was talking about how Periscope has been broken for the past, for me, almost a week, 4 days, maybe a week. Since the last update, which was however many days ago. So, and then we've got some of the top Periscopers, or at least they were the top. Their numbers not now, like Alex Kahn, who he's really, a lot of people, they either love him or hate him because they think it's just too much and he's too much hype and this and that. But I'll tell you this about him, and it's not just because he had me on, and it's not just because they invited me to a blab, because I went to them first. Alex is really a nice guy. Like, he really, if you have a talent If your Periscope is unique, if something that you're doing stands out, he will do his best in the limited time that he has to promote you, just because he can. And that's why he became as popular as he did. People were just rushing in there, and they're all just posting, look at me, 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 which does nothing, because, if there's 10,000 people and it's just flooding, look at me, 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 bursting autism, welcome. Hi, welcome. If you're just doing that, no one's clicking and no one's following. But what he did that was different is he added a hashtag to it, so that after all of that craziness, he could go in, he could look at the hashtag, and then take a look. He would spend some time, he would look at the scopes. If he thought they were good, on his next one, he would shout you out and say what you did. And that's how I got a lot of followers. I have to give it to Alex Khan. I was at maybe 1,000 people in my first month, and then he re-scoped or talked about a parody that I did of him when I didn't even know who he was. I was just kind of making fun of the fact that he would have, like, this phone, and he would have a phone here and a phone here and a phone. Guys, I'm over here. Guys, you're looking crazy. You guys are really doing it. Okay, you guys over there on Blab, you're doing great, and everybody's here, and I can't believe it. Oh my God. Wait, you guys, you're killing it, guys. You're rocking it. You're really liking it. Like, I thought he had a funny kind of, I wasn't trying to make fun of him. I was just doing a parody, just like Saturday Night Live would post a parody. And he was a good sport about it. He didn't get offended. He didn't go, oh, what an asshole. Who's this guy to mock me when I'm, putting work in? He said, he actually was like, do I talk that fast? Really? I'm like, no, I was overdoing it, and he played it. And from that, I got a lot of subscribers. So he was very, very, very cool, I have to say. And Ryan also, who I felt maybe, I felt like a little bit of pessimism towards in the beginning, Ryan Abel, because I was like, oh, he's all about the marketing, the marketers, and me, I'm not anti-marketer, but I don't like marketing for marketing's sake. Like, if you're gonna market something, if you're gonna sell something, I don't care if it's a book or if it's a story or if it's a movie or if it's yourself being entertaining, if it's a radio show. Be real. Like, there's so many marketers that they go on and they don't even actually talk about any content or provide anything creative or do any service. Like, there's marketers who have websites that you land on that are websites about how to be a marketer, and it's like there's it's like an empty shell. It's like playing Russian dolls, and you're opening up these dolls. When you're opening them up, and there's nothing inside. It's like writing a book about how to write a book on how to write books to sell books. But the book is about nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's like, with my new book, I'm going to teach you how to do exactly what I did and write a book about how to teach people how to write a book about how to write a book. What the? Okay, is it just me, or is that cuckoo juice? Now, will that make some money for some people? Yes. Is it offering really anything of value other than a bunch of shell games? No. And those are the marketers that I don't like. If you have something that's very useful, I'll buy it. I bought the Samsung phone. I praise Samsung all the time because it's an amazing. I don't like Apple. You'll hear me go, Apple is a jail. You're in the Apple ecosystem, you are jailed in their ecosystem. But I get a lot of flack for that. People don't get how crazy the technology. Yes, technology is insane, and we're getting used to it. Like, we're so accustomed now to, I just turn on my phone and I can order anything I want. I can have anything here in a day. I can find any restaurant. I can know where I am. I don't even have to, when I go to a city, I don't even have to know where the hell I am. I can drive to anyone's house. We're getting a little too reliant on it, because if a day comes and, say, the cell phone towers get cut off, there are going to be a lot of confused people. So I always say, yeah, it's great to have technology and it's great to have that convenience, but have a little bit of, like, common geography sense, have a little bit of, I've seen people literally turn on their phone to get to a 7-Eleven that's across the street that they can see. They can see with their eyes that there's a 7-Eleven across the street, but they're like, oh my God, I've got to, hold on. Where's the 7-Eleven? And it's like in big letters across the street, but they've got to go, hold on, where's the 7-Eleven? Hold on, I'm turning on Google Maps. Or Siri, where is 7-Eleven? Go across the street. Okay, wait, I think we have to go across the street. I think we have to cross the street. Wait, hold on. Siri, which way is across the street? Step north. It's like, hello, McFly. It's right in front of your face. Another thing that I've seen, and this is a big deal. Now, I don't have kids because my mom was my kid and my dog is my kid, and I think that's as far as I'm going to go. That's probably just cut off me from having about 10 dates that I was going to have, because he's like, he doesn't want kids. There's no future. Probably women just said that. So I take that back. I want thousands of children. I want to spread my seed. But kids today, and I'm talking young kids, I've seen this, and I'm sure you've all seen this. You'll see 5 or 6 kids playing, and rather than talking to each other in a room, they'll be doing this, like, hey, Bob, what's going on? And Bob is another kid that's their age sitting next to them. Nothing, just on the app. And there's 5 kids, and they're all like this. They're all like this. They're all in the freaking, and they're right next to each other in the same room. And they can't, and like they actually coined some sort of term for it, like actual physical social anxiety, to where they're so used to 2D screens and seeing themselves like this, seeing themselves as a image rather than, actually interacting, that when they turn and they look into someone's eyes, and you get that soul connect when you look in someone's eyes, they can't handle it. A lot of people use their phone as also a social deactivator. And what I mean by that is people who are scared of crowds or being in a group of people. How many people have seen someone do this? Like, no, or this, or like in a group of people. Now, a lot of people are not on the phone and they're not using apps. They use their phone as a mechanism to pretend to be busy so they don't have to deal with people that are around them, because they have some sort of fear, some sort of social fear. Been there, done that. So you've faked. I mean, we've all done it in certain instances. It is useful. Like if you want to get out of something and you're with some annoying people and you don't want to hurt their feelings and you don't want to go, hi, having a great time, but you're annoying me and I want to leave. You get the phone call. You're like, yeah, hey, oh shit, oh, I gotta go. Listen. No, I'm talking to a really important person right now. I'm talking to this great group of. Oh, John. Oh, the zebra died? No. Oh. Listen, see, oh, that, no. Okay, yeah. Listen, I'm so sorry. I really want to keep talking to you, but the zebra died. Yeah. I know it's hard to explain. I'm a consultant for Zebra Industries. We provide the zebra equipment at zoos, and one of our new zebras is, it's very sad. I'm so sorry. I want to talk to you, but I gotta go. We've all pulled one of those, right? Everyone's pulled one of those at some point or another. I mean, not with a zebra, not that ridiculous. That would be me. Sometimes I push it just as far to see if the people could tell that I'm faking it. I want to see how far I can push it. Like, I'm like, oh, I would love to stay. Listen, I would love to stay, but I just got a text that I really need to. We're going to beat the Ripley's Believe It or Not toothpick. We're building the One World Trade Center to scale in toothpicks, and I'm a part of that, so I gotta go. But I'd love to stay and talk with you. If you want to come and do toothpicks, want me to share a secret with you? I think you are awesome, and you're a larger-than-life personality. Limitless intimidates me a bit. I could totally see me pulling out a phone if we were talking in person. I see. That's just because I'm very, very comfortable with being on air, but I'm not intimidating in a room with people, unless the only time you have to have what I would call, and it's not really intimidation, it's you have to take authority of a room, or you have to take leadership position, where you, is if I'm directing a movie, B, if I'm in something and it's my moment to go up. So whether that be a play, whether that be it could be shooting a movie and it's my scene. When I come on there, now it's time. Now I'm on. Don't fuck with me. Don't interrupt me. And I don't need to say anything. That's just there. But if I'm just hanging out at a party or with a group of people or it's a gathering, I'm totally approachable unless you're an asshole. That's it. If you're an asshole, don't come up to me. If you're an asshole and you're coming up for some bullshit to try and sell me some shit I don't need, or hand me, you're just promoting yourself and there's no interaction. You want to hand me fucking flyers. Then I notice it doesn't happen to me as much because off that vibe that I don't want that. And I notice that the people who do come up to me now are people who reciprocate. They're not just about what can I get out of this person. They realize, wow, this person does this, I do this, we can maybe do this. And that's what I'm noticing more and more and more, because who wants a flyer? Who the fuck wants a flyer? Seriously, these DJs that give out flyers, who keeps that? One 15-year-old girl out of the 5,000 flyers that they make? No offense, DJs out there. Was a DJ for many years. No, I look like I'm still here. I'm going to spin some turntables right now. Oh my God, what's going on? You're all inverted. It's alien projections. All right. So, it's not your personality as much as your content. You are way more worldly than me. Well, I mean, I travel a lot, I guess, and I live in the coast. Where do you? Yeah, you're in Tennessee. You're landlocked. I've never lived in a place where I've been landlocked. I can't imagine. So for those of you who are watching this in the replay, you're not seeing the comments, so I'm gonna try and read them. So Burstein Autism, who's April, who knows me from high school, said, "Want me to share a secret with you? I think that you're awesome and your larger than life personality intimidates me a bit. I could totally see you pulling out a phone. I could totally see me, meaning her, pulling out a phone if we were talking in person." And then FD Christopher, who is a fire. What is he? What do you do again? He's a fireman. Okay, there we go. I couldn't think of a freaking simple word. Said, good thinking, same here. And that was to using the phone to get out of situations, which I think all of us have done at one time or another. And then Bursting Autism again says, it's not your personality as much as your content. You're way more worldly than me. Now, worldly is a weird word. I have not traveled, believe it or not, as much as I have traveled. I haven't traveled as much as I'd like. I'd like to go more overseas. I haven't been to England. I really haven't been out of the States for a while. I really would like to go again. I got to update my passport. My passport's expired. Maybe the wrong word, but I can't think of another word. I do have a lot of experience with both streaming and handling crowds, and in being crowds and in knowing how to handle it. Like, for instance, I got a lot of feedback when I was on the last scope. And if you go to blackout.com or you go to facebook.com/blackout, you can watch the replay of the last blab, which was Ryan Abel, Alex Kahn, and he had two other guests on there who I'm not too familiar with, but I did mention them. Now, I was only on for a few minutes to say happy birthday to Ryan. I did a little animal bit, and I talked a bit about where things are going, because where things are going is crazy. 360 videos, VR, where you can direct, all sorts of stuff like that. But I was very quiet for most of the scope, and I got a lot of messages going, Blackout, what happened? Like, usually you're all over the place. You're Robin Williams. You're loud, and you're popping, and you're zapping, and you just sat there quiet. And what people don't understand is that's respect. what I'm not going to go on someone else's show and just go, hey, it's me, Blackout. Here's my crazy shit. Blah, blah, blah. Hammers, props, carrot top, beer, party. Or, the stuff that I do on my show. That is on my channel, on my show. When I'm invited to someone else's thing, I'm quiet and I'm respectful. And I don't speak up until I'm invited to, or if the forum is really, just open flow speech. But he kind of has a format, and he was taking questions. He was going in a mode, and you go on someone else's thing, you got to give respect. And that's a big issue on Periscope, because people think just because they can come in and type something that they're owed you to read their thing. Like, if you don't read their text, and it's so easy to miss text, especially if you have a popular broadcast and they're flying by really fast, you are more intelligent than me. Well, that's silly. You really shouldn't say that, because what you say is what your mind believes. So if you say to yourself, and I always tell this to people all the time, the talk in your head and the speaking out loud and in your head, your self-talk, it's so important. So if you say, God, everyone's so more intelligent than me, how is this person? You're programming yourself to believe that. Your brain is going to accept what you say to yourself. So I'm always saying good things to myself, and I'm not stroking myself. I'm not like mentally masturbating, but I start the day and I go, I'm going to rock this. This is going to be really fun. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do with this character, but it's going to be fun. Oh, wait, and I'll have an idea. I'll have an idea of something, and I just go. But I give myself positive reinforcement. This is going to be fun, and if it's not fun, it's going to be the world's funniest fuck up. Because you got to be like okay with just going on, and things don't work out. Sometimes I go on and I set up for an hour to do something really funny, and guess what? Periscope doesn't work, or I fuck up. Or, there could be a million things that go wrong. And what am I going to do? Like, have a breakdown? It's the same thing. April, did you do plays? I don't remember. Did you do plays? But when you do a play, you're on live. If someone screws up a line or a prop gets dropped or something happens, you can't just stop and go, the hammer's not here on the table that's supposed to be here. Can the prop guy fix that? No, you got to make the play work without that hammer or without whatever the hell was supposed to be there for you. I did a play where there was supposed to be a freaking gun and I'm supposed to shoot someone, and guess what? It wasn't there. And I think I used a fork or something stupid, but the audience never knew. We knew, the actors knew, but the audience never knew. If I can't contribute to a conversation based on the topic at hand, then that's how it makes me feel. See, but I thought you were contributing. Okay, yeah, your kid's a little bit much to handle, but maybe when he's sleepy and you have more time and you don't have to wrangle two things at the same time, you can contribute. You were a broadcaster, so it's got to be there somewhere buried deep in your gut. There's got to still be the broadcaster spirit. I'm doing my third official blab tonight, and I'm as nervous about it today. Say, but what are you nervous about? Look at me. I'm here alone, and I'm reading your text. By the way, I'm reading Bursting Autism at Bursting Autism, BURSTINGAUTISM. So go watch her. What time are you going to go on? Here, I'll promo you. Not that there's anyone watching, but I imagine the replay will get views. 8 p.m. Why don't you pop in and promo it yourself rather than me reading your text, because the text disappeared in the replay. So pop in and just go ahead and promote it. You don't have to stay on if you don't want to. I promise I won't be intimidating. Here, I'll get back here. I'll act all mousy. Here, you could promo it to Animal. Animal Scope! Animal Blab!
Animal takeover blab. You want to intimidate. Animal intimidate. Animal dare anyone come and see.
Calm down, animal.
No. We're just blab. Blab.
Oh my God. I can't. I can't. What do I do with that? Yeah, I can't read that out. Come on in.
For the love of Christmas.
What?
My husband's walking around. My kid's usually yelling, so that's why it's hard to come on camera.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you got to set. That's the thing. You got to set a time. Like
there is a time.
I have.
Wait.
I'm here, and I had my mom living here for a while, and she was on the cuckoo juice and really messed up. Luckily now she's getting treatment. I hope that it works, but I couldn't deal with it anymore. I had to kick my own mom out. People thought I was living with my mom. They're like, "Oh, he's living with his mom as babysitting," and I don't understand that I was paying for my mom. I was taking care of my mom, and it's like, and then I'm like, "Fuck it, I don't have to prove anything to anybody." But I did scope, like one day when shit got out of hand, I scoped like the police and fire department taking her away because I wanted to show support for other people who had issues with family where shit gets crazy and you got to make really tough decisions. Like it wasn't easy to say, guess what, Mom, you cannot come back into this house during the holidays. That's not an easy fucking decision to make, but it had gotten really bad. And I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but we're talking just total mental gone. The person who I would call my mom was not there. What was there was this fucking, a demon version of the Tasmanian devil.
I remember all of your posts about it.
Yeah, and I got a lot of flack. But again, you're doing a good job when people love you and people fucking hate you. And the people who hate you will spend half an hour watching you, telling you how you suck. That's amazing. That always blows my mind because it's very simple. It's very simple. You have time. And if I go in and someone's boring me or I don't like what they're saying, I leave. There's a little button here. Click. But the people who they like, it's some weird, I don't know what it is. If it's attention seeking, it's jealousy. I don't know what it is. It's psychopathic. I know that. But they're sitting there and they're like, fuck you, you suck, you're not even funny. I'm like, okay, you've been here for 20 minutes telling me that I'm not funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Because so you waste your days finding, are you the world's official unfunny finder? You go from unfunny scope to unfunny scope, spending your whole day watching things that you don't like to warn the world? I really don't get the haters. I mean, every once in a while, I will get sick of something that's shoved in your face, like Justin Bieber, Britney Spears. For a while, I was like, if I see these two people, I'm going to sue for like invasion of mental real estate because
like
I can't.
Kardashians.
Right. It's just so much. Yeah. Like it's so shoved everywhere that you just like, get it out of my face. I can't fucking stand it. But do I really hate the people? No, because I don't know the people. I know an image and a billboard and a media PR packet that's been pushed out. And so, yes, that does get annoying. When shit's forced on you and you can't escape, like Duck Dynasty, get the fuck out of here. But that's it. I'll say it once and I'll be done. I picked a little bit on Amanda Oleander because she was like, I don't know if you know who that is, but she was like the top Periscoper. And it was one of those things where I could not unsubscribe from her. So I would be on Periscope and my phone would go, blink, Amanda Oleander is painting flowers. Blink, Amanda Oleander is trying on new bathing suit. Blink. And I couldn't stop it. I turned off the notifications. So I did like a parody of her and I dressed up and I had fake boobs and I had like a hat and her little like, hi everybody. And what she would do is she would take a shot of cleavage, right? Because originally it would be a still frame. It wouldn't be an updating frame. And that would be your frame. But she would show like her ass or some cleavage. And then God forbid though, all the guys, the trolls who come in, it's like, show your tits, baby. Like, fuck your stupid paint. She'd get a lot of trolls. And I'm like, well, if you put up a still frame of your tits, What do you expect? Art critics are going to fucking come into your show? You think like elite? Like, oh, well, the curvature of her breast really accentuated the fine peach coloring of her areola and the way the shadow. It's what do you think's going to happen if you put up a picture? Like literally, one of the pictures was her ass, her curve of her ass in panties, and I'm like, that's not by. She tried to act like, oh, my phone just does that. I just, I don't know. It's the first frame.
And she's a nobody, right? She's just.
Well, I mean, nobody's a nobody. I don't think that your popularity is based on because this shit could come or go at any time. Okay, I have 100,000, 100,000 and 200 people following me supposedly on Periscope. Now, half of those numbers are probably people who have come and left and bots and bullshit. So I'd say half of them are real people, but the notifications aren't going out. So I became like this kind of mini little Paris celebrity. But you can't hang on to that. You got to do what you do because you love it. Because if you're doing it because you want, and she did. She got addicted to the attention of all the people going, "Oh, you're so great. I love you. Oh my God, I wish I was you. Oh my God." And she got addicted. You could see her like it was a drug. You could see her like getting pumped up. And again, I went on here. There's no one watching, and I'm still doing it. I'm still being me. Now, I'll be the same if there's a lot of people. Is it more exciting when there's a lot of people? Yes. Just like you don't want to do a play to 2 people. You want a full house. It's a better show. The actors get more energy. You're going to get a better show. You go to a matinee. Sundays were always the fucking day where you just screw shit up. Are you smoking a crack? She's smoking a crap pipe. What the hell is that?
My vape.
What's with all the vaping? I don't get it.
What's with all the drinking Heineken? I don't get it.
I'm not. They're secretly a sponsor. Shh, quiet. Product placement. Heineken beer, green. Hulk drinks it. Hulk smash other beers. Oh wait, I'm blocking the label. Product placement. Hold on. Can I give myself props? Can I do it? I can't. Damn it. All right, I'll give you props. So again, people get. So I made a fun of her, and I did a little bit where it's funny because I turned around, I had a wig on, and I had her hat. She's always wearing some cutesy little outfit. I mean, she is a very beautiful girl, and actually her art is pretty good. Is she a good periscoper? No. She's not interesting to watch. And again, this is my opinion. Not my opinion. She's not interesting to watch unless, of course, you just want to see a hot chick, which a lot of guys do. A lot of guys, and especially younger dudes and creepy older dudes, use Periscope because they see it as like, wow, it's a live girl and I don't have to pay for a sex cam. And they're using it in that sort of a, and there's tons of girls. There's a whole underground porn thing on Periscope. There's the Russian porn chicks who go on, they wear skimpy shit and they say come in, and then they do a private scope and they put up like a PayPal thing or a whatever GoFundMe thing, and if you donate they'll strip or whatever. And it's like, just go and be a webcam girl. Why are you trying to do it on Periscope? Just go fucking join fuckme.com or whatever the hell you want to do. If that's what you want to do, more power to you. But why are they bringing it to Periscope? It's like, I don't get it.
Messes up the whole platform.
Well, it happens on here, too. I've seen it on here.
I know.
I've seen a bunch of chicks fucking on here, like getting pretty much, near porn levels. Oh, we got another call in. Come on in, Jay. Jamez. Hello. How do I say it?
It's Jimenez.
Jamez. Where are you from, Jamez?
I am from...
Props. He's got no heart. He's got no props. Give him some props.
Yeah. No, I don't feel superior. It's okay.
You don't feel. Wait. Repeat. You don't feel superior.
No,
to
I don't feel superior. Anyway, what? I know, right? Okay. So how you guys doing today? Periscope is not free. What is Periscope? May I ask, please?
Already. Wait. I'm freezing up, guys. Give me a second. Let me. All right. So wait. Start again.
I love your hat.
Oh, thank you. Here, hat props.
Okay, listen. What is the Periscope?
Oh, what is Periscope? You don't know what Periscope is?
No, should I have?
Yeah, you should. Hell yeah.
Zodiac.
All right, so do you okay, you know what
Αυτό είναι
Twitter,
horoscope, φλάκα που λες εσύ.
you know what
Guys.
Twitter is, right?
Guys, does Periscope has something to do with the other word, Alex, που ξέχασα?
Who's it? Are you talking to someone else?
No, I'm sorry, my English is big. Okay, listen. So what are you guys talking about? Please go, please.
All right, so if you don't know what Periscope is, it's
I don't, I said, yes.
I'll explain really quick. The simplest way to explain it without going.
I'm not stupid. You can explain the harder way as well. It's okay.
No, but I don't want to go on like a.
It's okay. I mean,
all right, here it comes. Do you use Skype?
yes.
Okay, Periscope is Skype to the world rather than one-to-one. So you go on and it's like Skype. You see yourself, right? And then you hit broadcast, and it sends you to a Twitter kind of world map homepage, and then people can type to you. They can see you. You don't see them like we're doing here.
Explain again. I'm so lost. Explain again.
Imagine Skype, right? But you're only on, and instead of you seeing people like seeing us back, you just get texts from people all over the world. People can just watch you. They put you on a map, and people
they see my face and they type, "Oh, hello, you're very beautiful. I want to marry you."
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes, like you'll see little and then they send hearts. Like instead of seeing these little like bubbles, people then they tap their phone and hearts will come up.
Okay,
So
I never heard of that. The Periscope.
for blabbers who don't know what it is, of course, it's like 30 minutes into the scope. They probably won't go there.
I go now. Periscope.
Well, it's not on the computer. You need it. It's a phone app only. So it's on iOS or Android.
What the fuck? It's so useless. People create all beautiful phones. We are PC gamers for life, you know.
Well, that's a whole nother scope. But the reason is because people are getting dumber and smarter at the same time, and the phone, simple. People can hit a button, and they don't have to run programs.
You created the program or not?
So mobile is outselling right now PCs
Did you
by
create
like
it?
4-1.
Or not?
Repeat?
Did you create the app yourself or?
I didn't create it. I'm one of the broadcasters on it. Matter of fact, if I
You go with other women there.
that's April. She is a fellow broadcaster on Blab.
No, I don't ask about April. I ask about if you see any women there, if you can talk with women.
See now, hence what I was just talking about. Yes, there are women all over. If you're trying to pick up chicks, it's not the place to do it. Because what are you going to do? Pick up a chick in China, or I mean, you're going to be like, hey,
fuck yeah, I need a Chinese passport. Yeah, so.
So here we go, guys. If this is the Brady Bunch, I've now just introduced a new person into Periscope who's going to be hitting on the ladies.
Wow, I'm so impressed by someone introducing me into an app that I never heard before. So it will probably be useless to me.
What phone do you have?
iPhone 6C.
All right. So just go and go to your app store.
S.
Okay, you have the best one. It's all right. You don't need to.
Yes, I know. I have the. I saw you. You are so greedy.
Wait, what do I have? No, I have the. I have
iPhone.
I have an Apple. I have this. I have
gold. And no, gold. And my mother has champagne color. You know the rosé champagne.
Where are you from? I'm just your accent. Where's your dialect?
Me, Hawaii.
Where?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Wow, I would.
Half Jamaican, half Hawaii, but I'm white.
I see that.
I'm halvas.
You're not black? I thought you were black this whole time. April, he's black, isn't he? I
am Denzi. Okay, so
April, she's being all intimidated. She's all intimidated.
April, autism. Oh, you have autism. She had autism.
I didn't know.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know she had autism or cancer or
no, you didn't do that. She did that. She got intimidated. I was scaring her.
Are you drinking a beer? Yeah.
It's happy hour time.
I know that, mate. It's crazy, man. You know,
it's almost happy hour. What time is it in Hawaii?
In Hawaii, like I have to find my watch.
Look on your computer screen. It's probably there.
Oh, 11.
Are you sure you're not drinking something? What's in that glass that you have there?
Oh, it's 11 a.m.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm just saying. Oh no. No.
Fuck you, America.
Oh God. But it's fun. It's fun. It's all fun. See, you gotta allow for that. You gotta allow for that. That's fun. Fuck you, America. But you're in Hawaii, isn't that America? I don't know where he was in. Anyway, see, you got to roll with that. Like, what are you gonna do? Freak out? So he just showed us his little pot stash. So now I understand why he was kind of talking rapid speed. What's in the bag? I wonder. It's catnip. It was catnip. I can't smoke pot. Everyone thinks I'm a big pothead. I cannot smoke it. I really wish I could because all my friends do, and it would be nice to maybe relax if it was relaxing. But for the couple times that I've tried it, and yes, I've tried it. Oh my God, I have tried it. It's been very unpleasant, and I just feel like an idiot who has his heart racing. It's terrible for me. So, not a pot smoker. But to all of you who are, what is it? 42, 420. Love and light. Yeah, I only do whipped cream. Whipped cream is delicious. Smoking whipped cream especially. If you light the whipped cream on fire and add cough syrup, that is the shit. But it does kill your plant life, though. Don't feed the burnt whipped cream to your flowers, because as you can see, it does kill your plant life. That was my mistake. I apologize for that. I kind of like this though. I'm keeping them around. I like dead flowers. It's like a Tim Burton look. And look, they match the hat. Check it out. Oh, if this is only in 3D, we need a 3D blab. And he came from the dead flowers. Oh. Okay, guys. I'm going to show you something that's a rarity. Are you ready for this? I couldn't believe this exists, but it does. People hack into your account and comment under your name. I suppose they could, but it would be very difficult because... I mean, are you talking about Blab or are you talking about Periscope? Parmesan or Parma? You see, I suppose they could, but it would be difficult because how Periscope works is it works off of your Twitter app, and your Twitter app has to be logged in with your name. So they can't. It's not like they could just get your Twitter password. I suppose they could. I guess if they could hack your Twitter, they could, in essence, hack your Periscope. But that's why I make all my Twitter passwords crazy. They're like, they're nutty codes. Don't have passwords like, this is my Twitter. People do stupid shit like that. You're asking to get hacked. How would I know if my Twitter is hacked? Well, you would see a bunch of posts that are not from you in your timeline. There will be apps that will hack your Twitter. And the original topic for this entire thing was that, like, when you click on these little ads in Twitter, like install this app, they will hack your Twitter, not tell you, and post like, I just played Happy Wolves. You should play it too. And they'll post and they'll DM out as you, and other people will get really fucking annoyed with you, and they will drop you, and you'll be like, what's happening? You won't even know because you won't see it. But that happens a lot. That's why I say do not install any free apps on your phone unless you literally programmed it yourself or you know the source totally. Because I get them all the time. Like, you ever get tweets like, I just won a prize on Listmania. The only program that I use that's automated on Twitter is like I think it's called Twitter Jukebox, and it's because I get to select quotes and things that are relevant to me that I like to post, and it also thanks the people who interact the most with me. So that's it. Other than that, I don't use any of these automated Twitter things. There's a billion of them out there, a billion of them. And so I hope that answered your question. What about following some of those clickbait bots? Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, you answer your own question there. Why would you follow one of those? Like where it's a hot girl and she writes to you like, hey, she follows you and like, ooh, look, this beautiful girl followed me. Let me check her out. And you see that she's just got 5 pictures of her ass. That's not a person. That's a Russian company that has probably like 10,000 slave model pictures. They run 20,000 to 50,000 fake accounts, and they just hit up everyone. And what's funny is you'll see this on Facebook too. These fake model accounts that friend you, and there's so many dudes who are so stupid that they subscribe to this shit and they write them like love letters, like, you're so fucking gorgeous. Oh my God, I would go out with you. And not even realizing that that's not even the girl's account. It's a Russian hairy dude in a basement running a scam to get a bunch of horny dudes to subscribe to girls that don't even fucking exist. Sorry, got a little bit intense there. You know who's really running the whole thing? Emo Captain Kirk. Emo Captain Kirk, and he's a cutter. He's a cutter. Look at this. Captain Kirk, what do you have to say? I can't help it. I listen to 9 Inch Nails and My Chemical Romance, and I cut myself with a razor blade. I cut my own tits. I cut my own tits. Beam him up. He's been beamed up. All right, guys, I think I'm going to close this out because this has been going for quite some time. I'm going to go back on when there's actually people on Blab, but thank you, everybody who showed up. Thank you to Parent Dome. Thank you to Allison. Thanks to the firefighter, to everybody who's commented. Comments don't show, but thank you. And thank you. If you're watching the replay, not many people, I understand, but I will get the hang of this and come on and actually do one when Blab is occupied. For now, remember, Periscope is not free. No app is free. If you're not paying with money, you're paying with data mining. That's the thing that I never got to. See, I waited all the time. I waited. I gave you the big nugget right at the end. So people who say, but Periscope's a free app, you have no right to criticize. Yeah, it's not a free app. You're paying. You're putting your time in. You're broadcasting. You're putting your energy in. Also, they're data mining you. They're collecting everything, where you are, what your location is, how long you broadcast, what you talk about, what you're doing. There's, and Twitter is also collecting tons and tons of data, and they're selling it. They're selling it. They're not making a profit, but they are selling it. So when people say it's a free app, no app is free. Any app you install, if you're not paying cash, you're paying in privacy and data mining. That's it. I'm Blackout. You can catch me at blackout.com. You can catch me on Periscope, Blackout, at Blackout's Box on Twitter. All my links are on blackout.com. That's the best way to find me. Facebook.com/blackout. But again, Blackout, blackout.com. It can't get any easier. I am comedy and consciousness. I am talent and tech. I'm an actor, writer, director. I'm on both sides of the camera. And I'm a live streamer, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Peace out. Woo! Piece of garbage did not record that entire thing. It said processing, and then I refreshed it, and it put me back into this. Oh, that was a good one, too. Oh, well, so much for that. Done.